Sorry, I just like the nausea. The first time I experienced the nausea was about 4 months ago. Like, I'd never experienced the nausea. I did talk to my boss about my struggles, and I explained to him that like the waves of depression do come and go. The anxiety for me personally is like every minute of every day, and I've used so many different ways to medicate myself. Like, I was 3 years sober in September. When you can control things around you and you feel powerful and you feel like any little anxiety you have over something is something that is less powerful than you are because you have had control of something, whether that be a relationship that you're in, when you feel like somebody needs you so much that they're just never going to leave you, that makes you feel powerful. And I've had issues with food in the past. I was able to lose 40 kilos in a year, and some of the things that I was doing were healthy, and some of the things that I was doing was unhealthy. And when I got to the point where I couldn't control every single thing around my numbers, it got out of control. And now I don't know any of my numbers. Some days I'm happy with my body, sometimes I'm not. I try not to think about it too much, but every now and again, like, my partner will be like, oh, do you want to have Thai for dinner tonight, or do you want to have this, or do you want to have that? And I'll go, well, yeah, that'd be nice. And then this like voice in my head is like, oh, but it's so oily, like it's high calorie. And it's like, I don't know what my calories for that week have been. So in the past, when I was counting, I could work going out into my numbers and come out with a deficit. But because I don't know my numbers anymore, I have no idea if I'm allowed to I don't know if I'm allowed to have that nice meal. Darling, you are always allowed. So say I had 5 particular experiences. When I come to a situation in my life, I go, okay, I need to make a decision about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 past Sammys giving their advice on how I should manage this decision. So I have these 5 Sammys saying to me, oh, you should do it like this, or like, if you do it that way, then this might happen, and that'd be bad. And like, oh, but don't you want to do it like this? And this one's like, I don't think you should do it at all. And this one's like, wouldn't it be better if you just like scrapped that whole idea and like did purple instead of blue? It's like, oh God. And amongst these 5 Sammys, I don't know which one is going to give me the best result. I don't know which one is going to lead me down the path that is best suited for the Sammy who I want to be. I don't know who the Sammy that I want to be is. I just know that I want to help people, and I feel so... If you feel like you need someone to talk to, send me a DM. If you are feeling like you can't go on, if you're feeling like you can't go on, if you're feeling like it's too much, if you feel like you're never going to stop feeling like this, if you feel like there's no hope and you feel like nobody understands you, that you're all alone and that you will never get better, just know that there have been times where I have felt like that, and the next day or a week later, I have found myself having a really good day and thanking myself for not acting on my plans. When I find myself in the situation where I feel like I don't want to do this anymore, my brain has a strange way of cutting off any emotional feeling that I have towards people that I truly love and care about and know would miss me. My brain cuts that emotional cord that I have with them, and it makes me feel like the love that we share does not exist, and I feel like that's my brain trying to make it easier for me to do the thing I've never chosen to do. If it were to take 100 days, that on average, 5 of those days are bad days, and I'm talking about like on a scale to 1 to 10, 1 being suicidal and 10 being like really quite happy. That 5 days out of those 100 days, I am about a 3 to a 1. And the other 95 days, I'm just like everybody else that has anxiety. No matter what you're going through, whether it's mental illness or alcoholism or eating disorders or trauma or like, mate, let's go to the other side of the spectrum and just be like, say you're really into hair or you're really into beauty. You can find your tribe, you can find your community. It's out there. I'm not perfect and I don't know everything, but I've experienced some shit and I'm getting better at experiencing shit. And I don't want you to experience your shit alone, because that makes shit a lot harder to go through.